Hello everybody, good to have you with us today. I can't keep my camera in my hands. I'm working on the Massey Ferguson today. I was supposed to mow the yard today, but unfortunately the weather postponed that today. So instead, we're going to work on the Massey Ferguson. I might have to go turn my radio down in just a second. Glad to have you all with me today. I'm doing the old Massey today. You guys have not seen the tractor in a while. I've been very busy. I've not been able to work on it till today. I don't know where I'm going to be able to set this camera so you guys can see what I'm working on. I guess we'll just scooch it in front of the loader. See if I can get it through the loader. I hope my light stays on before I get into this video. I ain't gonna do it. Okay, let's see if you guys can see that okay. Alright, good. Alright. I'm taking the carburetor off today because I gotta clean it again and obviously get the rust off of it again. I'm gonna check my gasket. I'm also going to clean the fuel system off camera. I'm going to take the sediment bowl off and clean the fuel tank one more time. Now, if you guys have been with me since the channel started, this is our Massey Ferguson 90. It's a Delco relay engine. I am taking the carburetor off so I can put the other one on here. Put our rebuilt carburetor on. I would have brought up my trouble light over here, but my trouble light bulb is broken, so I'm gonna have to use. Oh god, it's stuck, is it? I just got done listening to my Cub game a while ago. Oh god, yeah, that's been on there for a while. Good grief. Man, I thought I wasn't gonna get that off there for a second. Good grief, look at that gasket. That's stuck on there. Alright, let's take it up to the bench. I gotta go turn my radio down so we don't get copyright, so I'm gonna go take this to the bench. Alright, let's do this here. First thing I gotta do is take off my fuel nozzle port here, if I can. I'm going to put everything onto my rebuilt carb. Oh god, yeah, it hasn't been off in a while. Good grief. I apologize, in my last video I went over 17 minutes. I have to re-edit that video now. I'm going to have to make it a two-parter. So, oh boy, that's going to be fun. Alright, now, I'm going to put it into this carburetor for now. I turned my radio down because I don't want to get... because I made that mistake too many times. I'm putting this nozzle on here because put it to the top right position. See if I can get it any further than that. Nope, it looks like not. That's how it's supposed to go. It's supposed to go straight like that. That's the way it's supposed to go. Just gotta get a little bit more. Perfect. Alright. Now, I'm going to put this thing back together. And what I'm going to do, very, very simple. Now, typically, You don't have to do this. I just do it because it prevents rust. You can always just paint the carburetor. I did an example earlier. I painted the bolt portion of our carburetor, as you can see right here. Right here, I painted this. This is a silverish color. Let me see if I can get it out a little further here. See, this is a silverish color. This is what this is. I'm going to paint them so that way, one, it prevents rust, and two, I can tell them apart pretty easy, because I don't want to have to put these carburetors back together then not have a way to tell them apart. So, got one here I need to clean the rust off. Let me do that real quick. I'm going to take the chainsaw in next week. You're going to see a video on that. We're going to take it to our local Farm King store up here in Macomb. They're going to service our chainsaw. I'm going to call and make an appointment on that. Alright, I think I got everything, so I'm going to slap it back together. I saved you guys all the boring work, so let's see here. No, that is not correct. It's supposed to go in that hole. There we go. That's correct. Okay, let's see. I gotta find somewhere to set the camera where you guys can see me actually paint it. I gotta go get my screwdriver because it's on the gas tractor. I just got the rust off this carburetor, so nope, that is not the screw for it. I accidentally grabbed the wrong screw there. I was almost going to make that mistake. Don't worry, this carburetor is already presetted. It's already ready. It's already ready to go. I don't have to do no adjustment to it. It's already set. It's ready to be, tractor's ready to be fired up, so that's excellent. I just got to go get my screwdriver real quick. I had it laying on the gas tractor because I had to take the hose clamp off. Yep, there's my hose clamp. It went flying a few minutes ago. Oh yeah, that's fun. Alright, I gotta grab my screwdriver. The gasket, actually, I did the gasket off camera. So it's okay shape. It's not in bad shape. Still got some life left in it. I could replace it if I wanted to, but for now I'm just going to use what I've got on hand. We're going to get the tractor running in next week's video, so I want to get this all just gonna button this up real quick. Alright, I put those other two screws in. What did I do with them? Oh God, guys, I'm bad about losing stuff. It's okay, I got two screws on the other carb if I have to use them. Shoot. That's why it always pays to have a very good workbench when you're doing this. Actually, and then the last thing I got to do is put our drain plug in. I'm going to do that. I'm actually going to leave it, not paint it, because it don't rust as bad as, say, as your bowl is mainly the part that gets rust on it the most. I should have laid them damn screws where I know where they're at. I'm just missing those two screws. Tractor ain't gonna run right without that. Yeah, you're gonna see another video next week of us trying to get the gas tractor started. It's gonna be next week's video. I'm gonna get that edited and get that ready for you guys. Chainsaw, like I said, is gonna be taken in this next following week. I'm going to be see if I can get that running again. I did have it to run a little bit off camera, and then it just obviously died again, so it obviously needs some work done to it. like I said, it needs a new primer bulb, needs new lines, needs new carburetor, because that carburetor that's probably on it now is junk. Actually, I looked at it. I had to tear that thing apart like 2-3 dozen times. I still didn't find anything wrong with it. So, I don't think it was carburetor. Make sure I don't have the screws in my blanket. I don't think I did, no. Oh God. I was afraid it might be behind the camera. No, it is not. Thought I had them behind the camera. I turned my radio down this time. Let me see if I can find them darn screws. I don't know where the heck they went. Oh well, I got some screws I can rob off of this if I have to. Shoot. Maybe I laid them next to the... No. That would have been the first place to lay them. Well, I'll get off camera here and find them. Well, I'm an idiot. They got knocked in the floor. Oh yeah, that's fantastic. Painting doesn't affect how it runs anyway. It just makes it so it don't rust again when you... Sure, that one stays straight. I don't want that one. I don't want that screw to... Good thing about this rebuilt carburetor, I got this for $300 from our... Daryl sold us this. And one thing I like about this new rebuilt carburetor is you don't have to worry about knocking your screws out at time. Because on that original carburetor, you always have to worry about knocking your screws out of time. This one's already presetted. It's ready to run. So I'm gonna straighten that up just a tad. Yep, there we go. I just want it to line up with that straight piece there. That's what I want to do. All right. Now I bet you guys have been waiting for this. We're ready for the paint part. I'll show you how I do that. I'm almost out of time, so I'm gonna try to get you guys over here so you can see me and not see the whole workbench. Crap. Quick. Tilt it down so you guys can see what the heck I'm doing. Maybe that ain't gonna work like that. Damn it. Oh, wait a minute. I got a place right here. Shoot. It ain't me. I had a can of starting fluid right there, and I did not even see it. There we go. Alright. I'm going to move these out of the way so you guys can see what I'm doing here. Now, mainly what I'm going to do is just do that. I'm going to be careful not to paint over my set screws. I know what you guys are about to say. It's not a good idea to paint side, I know. But I'm not painting out there in that 30 mile and that 20 mile an hour wind, so I'm just trying to do it just to prevent the rust from building back up again, because it will rust again, I can tell you that. Because the minute I'll give it a second coat on a nice day. I'm going to let this thing dry a couple hours. I'm not going to paint the top. Just the bottom itself is what I want to paint. It's just so the carburetor doesn't rust. Normally I would paint the top too, but yeah, why the heck not? Might as well anyway. I just don't want it to go down to the throttle body. That's not what I want to do. Touch that up there just a little bit. There we go. All right. Here's the look.